Hello everybody, I'm Alfred, and the video we're about to watch and listen to is titled Color Changing BMW of the Future. So let's check it out. Keep in mind, one of the things that made this really attract my attention is the fact that I have emphasize the importance of writing ideas. Whenever you have any business idea or any $1,000,000 idea, any great idea, write it down. And one of the ideas that I have written down for a car to build is that a car that changes color automatically. And apparently somebody else has done it first, but obviously there's still room for other players. But the fact that the speed on which you act on your idea, keep in mind that the great idea you have, somebody else may have it, thousands of other people, even millions of other people may have it. But what really matters is who acts on it first, who executes actually, who actually turns it into a product and brings it to market. So, and of course also who is going to be successful with bringing it to the market, the marketing, the right concept, the right translation of that idea into a concept of a product that people would like and people feel they need and they will buy, not ending up creating a product that people don't feel like they need.
So cool, guys. Here it comes, here it comes. Come on.
So I see that
This car changes color instantly.
this is quite different from the concept I had in mind, but it's still performing the function of changing the color. The colors were not too drastically changed. It's kind of like it's somewhat gray to white and then back. But let's keep watching the video to see what's more to come.
Instantly, you guys have just seen it. This is the first time on display ever anywhere in the world. What's up, guys? It's Supercar Blondie here in Vegas at CES, the world's largest consumer electronics show. And I am here to show you the latest future tech from BMW. This is Stella.
Hi.
She is the lead engineer on this project. She's, how long have you been working on it for?
6-7 months.
6-7 months on this car. One car, 7 months, but for years on this technology. This is actually paint changing color. Now let me walk you through how this technology works. This right here, what you're looking at, is called E Ink. There are 3 layers here to this technology. The middle layer is full of transparent capsules, and in each capsule is 2 paint colors, white and black. Then on the top layer and the bottom layer, you have electrode layers, right? And what it does is, depending on whether you run positive electricity through the top and negative through the bottom, or you flip that around and you run negative on the top and positive on the bottom, you're flipping the paint color, which color comes to the surface of the car. What you can see here,
this is completely different from the concept I have of changing the color. However, I will have to add that them revealing and explaining everything, I don't know how wise that is. There's such a thing as trade secrets. You would think that there's something that they will guard closely as a secret, even though somebody may discover it or may find it out. It is not like they'll be allowed to share it or to copy it in their own product because of the trade secret protections.
are all these little triangles, right? This is actually just so that you can bend this technology to the body of the car. So what they've done is they've cut out all of these little triangles here so that, for example, along this triangle, they've been able to bend it to that panel. So that's why you can see that kind of pattern. What is also cool is, you guys notice the rims, they've done it here as well on these panels. And let me just show you some cool stuff. Let's go all black. Let's go.
Interestingly, you can change the color. You're controlling it with your phone. That is very interesting. I will have to say there's so much emphasis with using the phone to control, a lot of the technologies. You use your phone to control your smartphone. I mean, sorry, your smart home. You use your phone to control your Tesla. You use your phone, things have to go beyond the phone, because in the future nobody would really be carrying around the phone. That is just a fact. But let's leave that. I won't even go into that.
All white. There we go, rotating. You see that? This is so freaking cool. Just look how instant that is. That's actual paint, you guys, changing. Unbelievable. Here, you've got the electricity coming from the car battery, right? Because this is an all-electric car. It doesn't take that much electricity either. And here, for the wheels, they've put a little battery here just behind the BMW logo for this to be able to change.
Somehow I just stay up.
Steve Aoki is here.
So that means when that battery behind the logo, runs out, however many years it may be, then that means that it has to be replaced for the rims to be able to change color too. And I'll have to say the changing color is not as pronounced as my own concept, for a car that changes its color. There's more to the car concept that I have, but there's one thing to think of. Oh, a car can do this. Oh, a car can fly. Oh, a car can get into the sea and be like a submarine. It's one thing to write that down, but it's another thing to design it on paper, on a blueprint, and then carry that paper, create a test model. And then from a test model, you carry it, to something, that can be protected. You meet with sponsors, and then, take it to market.
You guys, what's up, man?
What's
so
up,
nice
hey,
to
what
see
up,
you.
hey.
I want to surprise you with some new tech.
I love being surprised
Okay.
with new tech.
Right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
I love tech.
Seriously, this is something you'll have never, ever seen before. All
Okay,
right?
okay.
Okay, now just face this way
Okay,
for me. Okay.
alright.
Do you remember the color of the car behind you?
I sort of remember it's gray or something.
Yeah, okay, take a look.
Oh, brown. What is this?
It's like a blacky grey, right?
Yeah,
It's like a dark grey
dark
color.
yeah.
Okay, now, just watch this. Actually, just wait.
This is kind of cool. I think I have some sort of
No
idea.
peeking.
I'm not looking.
The car behind you was what color?
Dark gray.
Turn
Dark
around.
gray. Whoa!
It's color
Wow.
changing paint. Dude, this is
That
real.
is nuts.
Okay, let me show you something
Oh
else.
my god.
Okay, what? I know, right?
hot.
Mind blowing.
Just kidding.
Okay, check this out. Check this out.
Oh wow.
This is the paint
That's
color
insane.
changing. Okay, look.
Oh my god, it's like an
Keep in mind there are going to be legal issues with this, with the police and with politics, because imagine if someone commits a robbery and they have a car that can change color. Keep in mind that these are the kind of concepts. I like I said, I thought about this, but even before I did that, if you remember Nice Rider, cars like that, movies and cartoons are Jetson kind of stuff. Sci-fi has always played around with these kinds of ideas. But that being said, it's a matter of executing it in this real world. But the ideas and the thoughts of what about this and that has always been there. But this is going to also bring a real security issue. If the police are chasing after a black BMW, then your BMW can change color into anything, then that is an issue. Then it will also bring to the concept of tagging cars and linking that to the grid system for the government to monitor every car. It's really it won't just, and of course when laws come into place for the government to get control, they will expand it into as many things as possible. So it will come as, for this type of cars, let us have a tag so that every car can be traced and monitored, just like our cell phone is traced and monitored. Then that is going to be linked with the police, and of course so that the police will not necessarily be following what they see with their eyes, but what also is on the tag. So they'll be following both what they see and also the computer screen about which car it is, and all of that. So interestingly, they'll like to use that law to control all cars and be like, even cars that don't have this technology should be tagged. But let's keep watching.
octopus.
It's crazy, right?
It's an octopus. That's so crazy.
Tap this one here.
Tap
The
which one?
rotate rim speed. Yeah, and check this.
Oh, That's cool.
Rims are spinning. They're
Oh
spinning.
my god, I've never seen this.
How freaking cool
Imagine
is
this.
it?
It's an octopus.
Yeah,
This
I know.
is the future right
I know,
here.
right?
I
So
love
cool.
it. Is it only BMW have these?
Yeah,
This kind of technology?
first ever. First
That's
ever.
crazy.
Yeah. Right, the BMW of the future is going to be an elongated box. We're excited about that. Look at this design, hey? What do you reckon? BMW year 3000. No, okay, it's not gonna be. Don't panic. I've got something really cool to show you. This is the latest technology. Ready? Watch this. Okay. This is here just to show you what they have in store for us in new BMWs. You ready? Watch this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Bet you didn't see that there. Massive TV.
Welcome to the future of in-car entertainment, brought to you by BMW.
This is a cinema.
Powered by
In the
Bowers
back
and
of your
Wilkins
car.
Diamond surround sound system.
Diamond
for an
surround sound
unparalleled
system, and I
4D
can
To be honest, the only key difference is the sound system, but that kind of screen has been customized into a lot of different cars, and the screen technically is not as big, but let's just keep watching.
feel it here in my seat. I have to yell. It literally feels like you're at the cinema, like it's fully surround sound, and everything feels like it's vibrating, just like you're in a cinema seat.
Have they carried that on a road test, to create a cinematic effect for somebody inside the car? Have you done a road test of how that will feel when driving on a normal road, a rocky road, a mountain road, and the different kinds of roads? If someone is in a speed bump and in a hold up, all those kinds of different situations, you have to understand that a car, when you make the car such that it is like a destination where somebody wants to stay, like if they are to sleep there, or like they are to reside there, that is a key thing, and I'm not talking about in the case of RVs. There are complexities that may arise because the reality of the matter is that a car is a vehicle for transportation, and that is the primary purpose of it. So when you venture into other things, you have to be careful and know how you really execute on that, so you won't run into things that you may think is cool but the customer finds annoying because of how unnecessary it is and how it was implemented.
Alright, next, are you ready? We're gonna go through this tunnel. Now this is all new digital art, and they've worked with a very famous Chinese artist, Chow Fei. Now look at this. You've got this curved display, and inside is something you've never seen before. Ready? There we go. Look at that. Like little crystals coming out. Look at this. Look at this. That is so cool. Just getting my steps in. That's so cool. We are with the brand new iX M60. This is the performance version of the iX, and we're gonna get the world's first drive on this channel through Vegas. This is so exciting. All right, let me just show you the interior quickly before we get on the road. I really like these buttons here. Look, to open the door, it's just a little button. And then around the back, this is how you know you've got the performance version, the M badge, M60. This has about 620 horsepower. That is absolutely insane. About 100 horsepower more than the last iX out on the market. All right. Oh my God, look at that. That is so pretty. That is so insanely pretty. Wow. That's how you control your seat, with a crystal. Holy moly, that is so nice. Okay, now in here you've got more.
That particular feature, her excitement is clearly overrated. There's nothing cool about that. Rather that is more of an inconvenience. Why would you make that kind of design? It doesn't make sense. The previous design in every other car is better. You know, it's not enough to come up with something different. You have to come up with something better. Otherwise, stick to what was always there.
More than the last iX out on the market. All right. Oh my God, look at that. That is so pretty. That is so insanely pretty. Wow. That's how you control your seat, with a crystal.
Why would you want to control your seats with something like this? You know, what existed before was much better. Or, you know, you want to come up with something new, you have to come up with something better than what existed before. Not this. You know, this is different. Yes. You know, it is completely different from what was there before. But it doesn't make sense. And this is where, you know, it is what I said before comes into play with how the customer is going to take it. Customers are not going to like this, since the previous is actually effective, and this is not an improvement on the previous. It is just different, but not better.
Oh, holy moly, that is so nice. Okay, now in here you've got more crystal. This is your control dial for the infotainment screen. Now this is all new. What we're going to experience is brand new sounds from BMW. They've been working with Hans Zimmer, world famous composer, Oscar winner. What he's done is he's composed a new sound for each mode, and we're going to hear that when we accelerate down the road. Oh, now we're talking. All right, yeah, that was quite cool. Okay, so that's sports mode. Okay, let's hear the next one. Okay.
Seeing this guy in his marks is just so sad. You know, it just highlights his ignorance. Seeing that, you know, I'm not even going to that.
That is cool! You're so right, Jörg. That is the best one!
That is very interesting. You know, they put sound, orchestra type sounds, you know, from that famous composer dude, you know, to actually accentuate, you know, the feel of driving the car and the mood sound, you know, what is basically done. It's so, it kind of like creates the idea of, you know, when you play video game background sounds and all of that, you know, things that don't really actually feel that way if it was happening real, but it looks cooler, it sounds cooler, you know, bringing that into the real world, you know, and a driving experience. It's quite unique. It is a good concept, you know. It's a good concept. People will really love it and be entertained by it, as long as the sounds do not go as far as to interfere with the real sounds around the environment in such a way that it doesn't start mimicking like sounds of someone hitting a cat or a cat strolling by, you know. So it will be like confusing the mind as to when it's really a cat strolling by or not, or when it's really the sound that sounds like a crash, you know, or not, you know. So as long as you don't go crazy in that direction, you know, everything will be fine, and it will be a good selling point. A lot of people would actually buy the car because of it, and you know, a lot of young people who are hungry about what is cool, you know, they are going to be crazy about the car.
That is.
You see that kind of sound when you're accelerating, you know, adding an orchestra type sound that is not basically not real, you know, but helping, you know, with the feel and the cool effect and all of that. That is a stroke of genius on BMW's part. Whoever came up with the concept for BMW to do that. I mean BMW, sorry.
So cool.
So that is that, you know. That being said, I would like everybody who is a part of, you know, and shout out to Superstar Blondie, you know, she's the one that this video was posted on her channel. But, you know, now if you are watching this, you know, and you would like to be part of the Investors Club, you know, you like to invest with us, and, you know, it's not just invest, you know, we strive and we will, you know, take over the business world for Christ. That is our goal, you know. Right now, the business world is run primarily by evil people. You can see that with the COVID and with the vax that doesn't work, that they are forcing on people. You can see that with the COVID guidelines and all that nonsense that is around. You can see that kind of implementation, how they are forcing it on people. Is because the medical world, the pharmaceutical industry, a lot of the business world has been taken over by evil people. So they are playing along and they are putting their skin. How many people have taken all the vax, they are fully vaxxed and fully boosted, yet they are still getting the virus? And you see, the treatment that is applied to them, that actually ends up working, is actually something that has nothing to do with the addition of any vax, because obviously they've had all the vaccines and all the boosters, so whatever medical processes, whether they were giving hydroxychloroquine or whatever, that is the same thing that can be given to another person who doesn't take the vax, who get the virus. And of course natural immunity is the best, but since people don't want to believe in God and people want to believe in, they worship the creation and not the creator, then they, it is like, oh, it is the science, this is the science, and science no longer means what science used to mean years ago. Science now means, oh, this person with this PhD or this group that is so-called official, that has whatever degrees, this group says this, therefore it is the science. Science is no longer based on fact or what you can verify for yourself. It's just common sense. Back in the day, if someone saw someone selling people a vax, oh, this vax, when you take this vax, you will not get the virus, and then the person has sold 3 different versions of the vax plus 3 different versions of boosters and all of that, and the people are still getting the virus, the science is that person should be put in jail. That person is a snake oil salesman. Actually, it's worse than that. That person should be put in jail. But in today's day and age, oh, because this group, because Fauci says this, because the World Health Organization says this, oh, so it is the science. Common sense have taken a back burner when it comes to science. Science now means something different. Science now means that, oh, the so-called experts say this. So whatever you see with your eye, whatever experience does not make sense. But that is part of the reason why we good people have to take power and authority and, move into places of influence, and when we take it, we are not going to let go of it. The only thing that will separate us from it is the rapture. That is the point. So now, if you are watching this and you haven't given your life to Christ, make sure you go to alfred.vip, click the salvation prayer link in the main menu. When you do that, the page you come out that has a prayer of salvation, say that prayer telling God you want to become a Christian and begin your walk with God. Thank you and God bless you.